The crash barriers have gone, the traffic is flowing again. This town has got back to normal after today's excitement. This morning, this square was thronged with hundreds of people, all trying to get a glimpse of the Queen. And they weren't disappointed. A blaze of colour and a broad smile from Her Majesty. The Queen meeting local school children who'd gathered to see her in Caernarfon Castle. This is a day they'll never forget, as perhaps their grandparents will always remember the investiture here 41 years ago.
And she smiled.
She smiled.
Yes. I like her clothes. Yeah, me too.
I thought she'd wear lilac, but she didn't.
I like the colour pink.
I like the hats.
So an exciting day then?
Yes.
And 1969 was never far from minds today, although the Queen has been here since. Then, from a balcony, she introduced the newly invested Prince of Wales to the thousands who'd gathered below. Today she returned to that same balcony. The crowds she looked out on were smaller, that's to be expected, but the enthusiasm was undiminished.
I think Her Majesty is a very, very important person, and our royal family do a wonderful job, and I'm proud to be a supporter of the Principality on behalf of the Principality, and I think thank you very much for coming, Her Majesty.
Yeah, I was here in a lovely day. She came here with her son in 1969. He was the Prince of Wales in the castle, and it's very important for her to come back.
Visits by the Queen always bring a touch of excitement to a place she doesn't come very often. It's 35 years since she was last in Caernarfon. And then, of course, there are those lucky few who actually get to meet her.
Oh, it was a wonderful experience. She's a charming lady and amazingly easy to talk to. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
The Queen also met one William Windsor, Billy to his friends, regimental go-to the 1st Battalion, the Royal Welsh, on parade with his handler, Lance Corporal Di Davis. He's just back from Afghanistan.
Just asked me how he's doing and is this his first official job. I said, well, he's had a small minor one before this, but it's his first big one, and he's basically, when she asked is he still collected from the home, I said yes, and just a few general small questions, that's all.
And he behaved himself as well?
He did, yeah. I was quite surprised. I didn't expect him to jump off, but he was all right.
From Caernarfon, the Queen took the train. Not the royal train this time, but the Welsh Highland Railway, one of the famous great little trains of Wales. At Dinas, just down the line, there were more crowds, more applause, and one of those duties the Queen must have performed dozens of times before. But some of the biggest crowds and loudest cheers came in Llandudno. There on the seafront, sightseers were 10 deep. The town is preparing for its annual May Bank Holiday Victorian extravaganza, and in the spirit of things, the Queen met locals dressed the part. Royal visits always tend to follow a pattern. There's a visitor book to sign. And then there are the flowers, armfuls of them for the Queen from the town they call the Queen of Resorts. For Her Majesty, the day ended as it had begun, with smiles.